Mike, I hear you.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is the notice of regular meeting for Tuesday, March 18th, 2025. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and prayer. I like it's America. To the Republic, one nation, under God, with liberty and justice for all. We'd like to call this meeting to order. The establishment of a quorum at 6:01. We have President Commissioner Diaz, Commissioner Avalos, Commissioner Barnes is online, and Commissioner Glidden. Item number 3, public comments. You must notify the board to speak on certain agenda items. You have a 5-minute maximum. Public can comment by calling 915-213-3008, PIN code 733-764-926#, or in person, the signing sheet will be provided. Again, that is 915-213-3008. PIN code is 733-764-926#. Item number 4, consent agenda. Excuse me. Commissioners, is there anything you'd like to pull from the consent agenda?
Nothing at this time, sir. Like motion to approve unless somebody else has something to discuss.
I have a motion by Commissioner Diaz. Motion. Second by Commissioner Avalos. Commissioner Diaz,
Aye.
Commissioner Barnes,
Aye.
Commissioner Avalos, Commissioner Glidden.
Aye.
Motion passes. Commissioners, if we can go down to item number 9, we do have Mr. Tijerina online. Item number 9, consider for approval by Board of Commissioners of El Paso County Emergency Service District number 2 of a plan of finance for new fire station and fire trucks, submitted by Chief Esparza. Chief?
Good morning, good afternoon, Commissioners. As we've been discussing, we need to take out a loan for the proposed new Socorro station and a fire truck, 2 fire trucks, one a tanker and one a pumper, to continue our replacement. So I do have Mr. Tijerina here to give you the financial options.
Good evening, Commissioners. Chief Esparza again for the record. Robert Tijerina with Tijerina Financial Consulting. We are the district's financial advisor. There's a presentation. I don't know if y'all have it in front of you, but on page 2 from left to right, we have a tax rate impact analysis. From left to right, we show the district's assessed final property values about $6.9 billion. The
Mr.
existing debt, yes, sir.
Do you have it? Do you have your monitor shared? 'Cause
Let's
I don't think
see.
anybody can see it, unless I'm the only one that can't see it.
See here if I can get that squared away. Share. Let me try this.
Oh.
I don't know if that worked.
No. He-
Did you hear me,
Did that
Mr.
show-
Tejeda? You have
Yes, sir.
to click share on the upper right-hand corner and then pick the screen that you want to share.
Okay, let me try one. I apologize. Let me get to it again. And let's see, sir. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going to try right here, sir. I think this might be it.
That's it.
Okay,
That is
there
right.
you go. And I apologize for the delay, everyone. So again, on this page 2, we have the property values under column A, 6.9 billion. And commissioners, we were very conservative. We don't know exactly what the certified values are going to be next year. So what we did is show no property valuation growth and kept it consistent from 6.9 billion for this current year all the way down to 2045. So on column C, we have the existing debt, and this is debt that the district has accumulated from 2008 to the last financing in 2003. If you notice, the payments are coming down from $1.7 million, $1.6 million down to 930,000. And then if this financing were not on the table, you would be debt-free as of fiscal year 2033. Now under column D, we shaded that in blue. This is preliminary numbers for roughly about 7,575,000 roughly, and we have an average payment the first 10 years or so about 800,000, and then it drops down to 600,000. On column E, we have the combined existing debt plus the proposed debt that's on the table today, and that interest rate we estimated about 5.5%, and we're hoping based on what happens in the market, it could be at that 5% range or below that in the 4% handle. So again, we're about a month away when bids are due. So we'll know about April the 15th, the exact interest rate when the bids come in. So on column E, we have the total debt service, and that's combining the existing debt and the proposed debt. Now, what's important here is on column I, estimated INS tax rate. We have a slight increase of 1 cent from fiscal year 24 to 25. And then we pretty much have a interest payment, the tax rate of being roughly 3.5 cents next fiscal year. And then you have some debt capacity from 3.5 cents to roughly 2.5 cents, dropping down to about 1.8 cents. So as your debt payments get reduced, you do have some debt capacity on column I that if at a later time in a few years you look to borrow additional funds for projects and try to keep the same tax rate, about 3.5 cents range or so, you have capacity in fiscal year 27 on down.
Yeah.
Now, if you notice on page 3, we have the timetable. We have the plan of finance approved today. All the commissioners are approving this evening is to allow us to work with Chief Esparza and the bond counsel for the district and the placement agent, and we'll work on the private placement memorandum, come back and present this as the final bids will be due on April the 15th. And if you notice here, April the 15th is a regular meeting. The bids will be due at that time. And then we'll present the final interest rate the terms will be locked in, the interest rate will be locked in, the payments will be locked in. And if the commissioners approve the financing as final on April the 15th, the district will receive the funds on April 29th to start the project. The account information as to where the funds will be wired to will be provided by Chief Esparza, and the paying agent will make sure and wire those funds on the 29th if the item is approved. Now we have here pretty much the cost of issuance, bond counsel fee, FA fee, and we have the placement agent fee and the contingency roughly about 75,000 total. And on page 5, we have the loan agreement financing team, the working group, El Paso ESD number 2, financial advisor. Bond counsel is Jackson Walker, the bidding agent, FHN Financial. Purchaser and purchasers council will be determined on April the 15th on whoever submits the lowest interest rate, the lowest bid, that will be the winning bank. And we'll have that information presented to the commissioners the evening of April 15th. Any questions, commissioners, Mr. Esparza?
I have a question, sir.
Yes, sir.
My only question is, I know we're looking at the 15th in opening bids and stuff, but I was wondering if there was a chance that maybe we could receive it like a day before, maybe close it on the 14th, the 13th or 14th to help us out so that we can look at it beforehand and have time to discuss it. You know what I mean? And
Yes,
if we
sir.
have if we have any questions, I think that's the day of it. It's very short.
No problem, Commissioner. What we could do, we can adjust that. Monday, the banks normally like to either deliver a bid during the week and not on a Friday. So we'll have it due on the 14th. If we make it due on Friday, the 11th, some banks may be skittish and not want to submit a bid for over the weekend. Does that make any sense?
Yes.
And they don't want to hold an interest rate over the weekend in case something happens.
Right.
So we'll make
right.
the bid due on the 14th. And we'll have it due that morning, and then we'll provide the winning bid, the final numbers in the presentation to Chief Esparza, I would say sometime right after lunch on the 14th.
Okay.
Does that work, sir?
I think that'll work for us. Yes, sir. Is that, I don't know.
No,
For me,
I'm
it
fine.
works. Chief, I mean,
No, that's perfect. Like commissioners, just to touch base on this a little bit. You know, if you're talking to the one that was going to be our designer for this building, they're thinking with the price of materials, the price of construction, the price of labor. Right now, we are hoping to get a station for a little bit under 6 million or 6 million. But in worst case scenario, we do have reserves that if we go over a little bit, we can cover out of reserves, which my goal is to not have to do that because we do have other things that we need to address. But with that said, our plan should be to build that station with that amount. And I know that I had a conversation with Commissioner Glidden, and he did address, you know, we built stations for right at $2 million and below, but that was before any of this happens, tariffs, so everything's going up. So this is why they're calculating that this station should cost about 6 million or a little bit under 6 million.
Chief, this is not the same firm that we talked about last month that was already
No, sir.
charging us outrageous
No,
fees,
sir.
right? Just to work with them?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. The fire trucks we're gonna purchase, Chief, are for Socorro, right? Correct? Those are the two that we had talked about.
Right now, we are looking to replace Socorros, but we also got to look at, and one of them is a tanker for West Valley, replacing a 1989 tanker. But we are still going to discuss where that truck is going to go. It's either Socorro or Montana Vista.
And
if
just
we
so
don't-
we're all clear, Chief, the fire station we're discussing tonight and we're looking for approval of this is gonna be for the new Socorro, will it be Station 2, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right, Chief. I just want to make sure we weren't working with that same firm that was kind of
No.
taking us for a ride already to begin with.
No, sir.
Okay, thank you, Chief. Appreciate it.
I make a motion to go ahead and proceed.
I second it.
I have a motion by Commissioner Glidden, a second by Commissioner Diaz. Commissioner Diaz,
Aye.
Commissioner Barnes,
Aye.
Commissioner Avalos,
Aye.
Commissioner Glidden.
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you, Mr. Tijerina, for your time. Do appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you, commissioners, and allowing us the opportunity to represent you as y'all's financial advisor. I hope everyone has a great evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all take care. Bye-bye.
Okay. Back to our regular agenda, item number 5, discuss and take action to approve and authorize the purchase of 2 event nights at the El Paso Chihuahuas for Employees and Volunteer Appreciation Day, submitted by Chief Esparza.
Commissioners, after discussing with Commissioner Santana and the staff there, I think it's, as we grow our district more and we're training our individuals, one of the pushes that I have is that there is no difference between the paid staff and the volunteers. And one of the things that I want to do is I want to make sure that they understand that they are as important to us as anybody else, and just like our staff. So I did talk to Commissioner Santana, and he thought that this was a great idea. We do have two event nights planned, and that's because some of them are going to be on station duty, so they won't be able to be there. So, but we want to make sure that they, not only are they appreciated by their departments, because we do have a contract with them, but they're appreciated by us as a district.
I make a motion to approve.
I have a motion by Commissioner Diaz,
Second.
second by Commissioner Avalos. Commissioner Diaz,
Aye.
Commissioner Barnes.
Aye.
Commissioner Avalos,
Aye.
Commissioner Glidden.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item number 6, discuss and take action to ratify the new contract with the new medical director, submitted by Chief Esparza.
Commissioners, I do believe we put the drop on the new medical director, Dr.
Dr. Green,
No, our previous doctor,
Dr.
Uh,
Bowden.
Bowen, Dr. Bowen. Dr. Bowen moved to San Antonio, and she did send her letter of resignation to me, but she did set us up with somebody that was going to take her place, which she is the director of emergency facilities for UMC, the outside clinics. She is very qualified, and she is willing to do it. I did have a meeting with her, and she is willing to do it at no cost to us, but we do need approval. So this has already been signed and submitted to TDH. I just need to ratify the fact that you did allow Commissioner Santana to sign this previous to this, as we need to do it as an emergency.
Motion to approve on that.
I have a motion by Commissioner Diaz,
A second.
a second by Commissioner Glidden. Commissioner Diaz,
Aye.
Commissioner Barnes,
Aye.
Commissioner Avalos,
Aye.
Commissioner Glidden.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item number 7, discuss and take action to authorize the disposal of all the radios removed from the units, submitted by Chief Esparza.
Commissioners, as you know, we replaced 80 of the radios. We have a total of about 150 of those radios. And we want to take them off the inventory list to be able to put them out for disposal.
Chief, considering number 8, do 7 and 8 go hand in hand? Are the ones that we're taking out? And so, for example, number 7, it's worded, discuss and take action, authorize disposal of all the radios removed from the units. And then in number 8, it's worded, discuss and take action, authorize the command staff to make radios available to other counties in Texas that might benefit
Correct.
from the old equipment, which is a great
Correct.
idea. I think that's awesome. So should we be combining 7 and 8 so that?
No. First, we need to dispose of them, and then you can take the action on the second one.
Okay, all right. Motion to approve for 7.
Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Avalos, a second by Commissioner Diaz. Commissioner Diaz,
Aye.
Commissioner Barnes,
Aye.
Commissioner Avalos,
Aye.
Commissioner Glidden.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item number 8, discuss and take action to authorize the command staff to make the radios available to other counties in Texas that might benefit from the old equipment, submitted by Chief Esparza.
Commissioners, again, these are the radios we just removed. However, we couldn't find replacement radios for this, but I do have Hudspeth County asking me for 5. and we have the county right after Culberson County also asking me for 10. So this is something that they only need a couple, and it's still viable for them for a little bit longer. For us, as they crashed, we didn't have replacements. That's why we bought new ones. So I think it's a good idea for them to be able to use them, as they don't have the sophisticated radio system that's in El Paso County.
Motion approved.
Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Avalos, a second by Commissioner Diaz. Commissioner Diaz,
Aye.
Commissioner Barnes,
Aye.
Commissioner Avalos,
Aye.
Commissioner Glidden.
Aye.
Motion passes. We are now going to item number 10. Discuss and take action to approve the annual physicals for all paid staff and volunteer members through SiteMed, submitted by Chief Esparza.
Commissioners, as you recall, every year we've been doing the annual physicals. I think it's very important that we continue to do this. However, I will tell you that right now there is legislation to push us to do more. Based on the numbers that I've been hearing, it's gonna, if it passes, which I was told that they were gonna carve us out of this legislation, it would cost us an additional about $300,000 to offer that benefit even to our volunteers. I think, like I said earlier, they're just important to us, and that's why I also came to Austin to plead that case, and they agreed, the author of the bill agreed to carve ESDs out. I don't think it's something that we shouldn't be doing, but that's something that we should be left up to us if we can afford it. So again, this is something we do every year, but we will have to look into upgrading some of the things that we look for.
Chief, tonight, I mean, I know this is gonna get approved, but do we set a date too, so that the volunteers have enough time, the chiefs have enough time to let the volunteers know well in advance, so they can start asking for time off from work and everything else?
And that is why it's on the agenda right now, because we're going to solidify the actual dates ASAP, so that we give more time for them to be able to make it.
What time frame were you looking at, Chief? How many days do you think the chiefs would need to, how
Well,
far out from now do you think we should do this?
We always do it in August, September. So if we solidify this within the next 2 weeks, then we will give them, 2 months in advance.
Okay.
I think last year they did give them enough time and they
Okay.
scheduled more than 2-3 days. I think it was a whole week.
I think we did
actually.
6 days less.
Yeah, it was a whole week. So
And it
they
was in
did-
August, Mari?
It was in August, yes, right before
Okay.
the year closed. Yes.
All right, Chief. So you just need a motion approved to get everything going?
Yes, sir.
Okay, motion approved.
Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Avalos, a second by Commissioner Glidden. Commissioner Diaz,
Aye.
Commissioner Barnes,
Aye.
Commissioner Avalos,
Aye.
Commissioner Glidden.
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you. Item number 11, discuss and take action on approving the contract renewal for the online platform with Blackboard Learn, submitted by Chief Esparza.
Commissioners, it's that time of the year again. We've been doing this, 3 years? We graduated our biggest class, and we'd like to continue to do that. I know that we have a line already of people that are ready to start now that they're seeing that it's coming more and more to fruition. However, we've delayed the beginning classes of this year because they did change all the curriculum. So myself and all the staff is currently looking at the curriculum to upload into the software. So just would like your approval, your favorable consideration for this approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion by Glidden, second by Commissioner Diaz. Commissioner Diaz,
Aye.
Commissioner Barnes,
Aye.
Commissioner Avalos,
Aye.
Commissioner Glidden.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item number 12, discuss and approve the next meeting to take place on Tuesday, April 15th, 2025 at 6 PM via web and open to the public in person.
Motion.
I have a
Second.
motion by Commissioner Diaz,
Second.
second by Commissioner Glidden. Commissioner Diaz,
Aye.
Commissioner Barnes,
Aye.
Commissioner Avalos,
Aye.
Commissioner Glidden.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item number 13, adjournment at 6:23 PM. Thank you all for your time and please drive carefully going home.
Thank you, team. Great work.